Hello and welcome to Crypto News. Today is June 11th, 2025, and the top cryptocurrency news is as follows. We will start today's episode in Europe, which looks at the creation of an SEC-like body for the European Union. Specifically, the European Commission aims to present a proposal in December to create a central supervisory authority based on the model of the US Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC. The plan envisages the creation of a central supervisory entity with the power to supervise stock exchanges, currencies, traditional assets, and housing. Based on this new plan, as we understand it from the European Union, they want an entity that can supervise all these sectors across all EU countries to make controls more direct. So we are waiting for the publication of this plan to see in more detail what it proposes. Staying in Europe, we now move to France, where a new tax proposal has been called financially unfair by many. Specifically, the French National Assembly has adopted a controversial wealth tax that for the first time targets cryptocurrency holdings, drawing criticism from experts in the sector who say the measure could penalize innovation in the country. Cryptocurrencies have now been placed in the category of non-productive assets, along with gold, yachts, and classic cars. This will impose a net tax of 1% on wealth exceeding $2.2 million for French citizens. And from France, we move on to America, which, let's say congratulations, has broken a record, albeit a bad one. The US government has been shut down for a full 36 days because two documents on government funding have yet to be signed. The previous record, as you may know, was 35 days, and now we are heading for 37. Moving on to ETFs, let's go to the spot Bitcoin ETF. On November 4th, BlackRock made no move, so the day closed with negative $566 million. While on November 5th, BlackRock remembered the move it forgot to make the previous day and recorded $375 million in outflows. So the day closed with $137 million in shares. As for the Ethereum ETF, on November 4th, total outflows reached $219 million, while on November 5th, total outflows reached $118 million, with BlackRock being the only one selling. Let me tell you for now that the total outflows for the Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs exceeded $800 million these days. Moving on to our cryptocurrency news, we're going to look at Ripple and Chainlink, which are in the news a lot these days. Let's say Ripple managed to raise $500 million in a funding round from various major companies, making the company worth more than $40 billion. And on top of that, let me tell you that Ripple is also thinking about making its own card. Let's say that what's happening is that Ripple is working with Mastercard and Gemini to explore using Ripple's stablecoin and stablecoin for fiat credit card transactions on the XRP ledger. So Ripple is definitely trying to make its own card. The only thing that's not clear to me is whether this card will use the Mastercard network or the XRP network as a network. They'll definitely use their own stablecoin, and we're going to go ahead and look at Chainlink, which has done a really good partnership with Apex Group. Specifically, Chainlink and Apex Group announced that they were completing a pilot project with the Bermuda Financial Regulation Registry to test how blockchain infrastructure can help enforce stablecoin rules directly within the blockchain. So there's a suite of blockchain tools that have been built by Chainlink that are designed to provide authorities with ongoing visibility into supporting the launch of a stablecoin. Speaking of Apex, let's say that they're not a small company, and this company manages $3.5 trillion in assets. So from Chainlink, we're going to go to Redstone, which has partnered with Hyperliquid. Let's say Redstone is an oracle in the cryptocurrency market, and they created Hyperstone, which is a special oracle for Hyperliquid, obviously, as it supports Hyperliquid's HIP-3. Well, great news for both of them, as Hyperliquid now has its own decentralized oracle, and great news for Redstone, as Hyperliquid has a lot of momentum on its network, as you know. And it's time to go to our favorite cryptocurrency market, where Bitcoin is at $103,000, with the price having risen to $104,000 yesterday. The reason for this sudden surge is because a lot of people are buying, and let me tell you that as soon as Bitcoin dropped below $100,000, they immediately bought 50,000 BTC. This is the chart where, with effort, it looks like these 50,000 BTC lines are immediately bought, so a lot of people are buying the lows. That wraps up the top news for crypto today, June 11th, 2025. I'd like to remind you that the content you just watched is created for educational purposes only and should not be considered as investment advice, but rather as investment opinion. Please subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and feel free to comment. Take care everyone and have a good day.